Hello and welcome back. I decided to come and join David. I'm learning lots today. I've learned all about colouring and now I'm going to learn a bit about sewing too. So I hope you do too. So yes, it's myself and... Hello, David. Oh, your mic's not on yet. Sorry. It was David drinking water.
It was. Well, he was about to partake in some agua. Hello, everybody. It's been a bit busy.
You have been busy, haven't you? I think you've been really busy while we've just done the last show getting this one ready.
Well, to be fair, I had a sausage casserole, but I did that whilst I was doing other stuff as well.
Does that mean something?
It means I had a lunch.
Lunch before 2 o'clock?
I know.
You're getting above yourself. You're getting ideas of grandeur.
My body's not used to it. I'm currently thinking, wow, I've had lunch. But then after
so you ready for your afternoon snooze?
But then when 2 o'clock hits, I'll be like, oh, I'm ready for my lunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. I had my lunch. And also I've opened the back door because it's beautiful and sunny out
there.
Is
it? It was foggy when we came in.
I couldn't see anything this morning. It was so foggy. It was quite scary. But now it's turned wonderful and sunny. So sat yourself in front of your window while you're crafting and watching us while you sat in the sun.
That'd be nice. We've also got Laura in. Hi, Laura. Showing off that tanned hand.
I know,
and
right?
At the moment, we've got Amber producing. We thought it might have been somebody else, but they're busy doing bits for this show. So I'm not sure how long we've got Amber for. Hi, Amber. Is this your third hour on the bounce? Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she's saying. Yes. She's a trooper. Absolute trooper. She's got square eye from sitting in front of 2 monitors for the last 3 hours. Right, now, this is all about... You finished beeping?
Sorry, I was beeping a lot then.
This is a Lemon Lane show. Now, Lemon Lane is an in-house fabric brand. I'm loving this. They're gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. We print them all in-house, do we?
Print them all in-house.
Yep. Our Sam, she's there with the machines, cutting them and printing them and doing.
Literally.
So we've got lots on the show for you. Which one would you like me to start with, Amber? Where are we starting?
Let's start with the bundle.
Which is this? Which one? I've got 2. This one here. Right. So on the screen, you can see a code. Shop bundle. Now that shop code is really, really important because that is how you shop with us if you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram. So whenever we're looking at a product or using a product, you'll see this little bit up here. You've got a picture, you've got some words, it says shop and another word, and then you have a description including the price underneath. You use that shop code. If you're watching on Facebook and Instagram, you pop that in the comments and that starts your shopping basket off. What it will do is it will send it over to the Highlight Crafts website. Ooh, more stuff coming. And then it will allow you to carry on watching the programme whatever we're doing it, and then when you're ready you pop over there and you check out. And the great thing is we can just keep printing more of this fabric, so yeah, we won't have to worry about it selling out, so that is even better. If you're watching us on YouTube or on the website, then all you do is pop over to the website. All of the products will appear down the right-hand side. You check the box at the side of the items that you want, and that will then send it off to your basket. Now, whether you're watching us on social media or on the website, then please do not check out until you have logged into your Highlight Crafts account. If you haven't got one, then please set one up. They're really easy to do, and they're going to give you a discount. So although you've got a price on the screen for this, whatever these fabrics are, you can see them all here, $10.99. You're going to get a discount depending on how long you've been shopping with us for. And also, any basket with an after discount price of £35 or more is going to get free shipping, and you'll earn £5 for 5 points for every pound you spend, and that's regardless whether you shop on social media or on the website directly. So that is absolutely perfect. Now we've lost Amber. Sam's arrived. Hiya, Sam. You all right? Great to have you here. We've also got Chris Biggs, we've got Wendy. Sue says, we've had our doors and windows open the last few days. Let's a bit of fresh air in.
It does, doesn't it?
And we've got Karen here as well. Did I tell you I went to see my friend on Tuesday when I was off, and she just bought a new house. She's doing a lot of DIY.
Yes.
All the windows have been sealed up with frames.
Sealed up?
Sealed up. They've got wooden frames around them and they're bolted in. She's got two
You can't even open a window.
2 windows that open
Surely
in the
that's
house.
not safe. Oh
No,
my gosh.
they've all been changed. They've all ordered
Yeah,
new windows.
wow.
2 windows open in the whole house. I don't think I could cope.
I don't think I could. Imagine the no fresh air.
I know.
I love to open a window at
So do
weekend
I.
when I'm doing bits and bobs. Like,
I open the window before I go to work so that when Colin comes down, it's nice and fresh.
oh really?
I don't think he appreciates it.
Maybe not. Maybe
But then I
not.
know it's been open. Even if he
Yeah.
shuts it straight away, I know it's had an hour or two.
Yeah,
So there we
just
are.
to air out.
Right, okay, we're going to start with this bundle. This is where we're going to start. So this is your Lemon Lane bundle. So this is cotton poplin. I'll let David tell us what cotton poplin is all in a minute. You're going to get 4 different pieces. So are we getting, oh, it's by the metre.
Yeah, so each one will be a metre in length. So each one that we have out on the counter for you is a metre length in total by, is it 1.4, 1.2 wide, Sam? I think it's 1.2.
Yes.
1.2 metres wide.
Yeah, 1.2 wide by a metre. So you just get, so if you bought 2 of these, you'd get 1 metre pieces, wouldn't you?
So if you say if you were, for example, were to buy, Sam, if you buy multiples of an individual, do you get it in metre lengths, or do you get it? Say if someone bought 3 metres.
2 or 3, I'd print it to order.
Okay, that's fine
Yeah.
then. Okay.
But if they bought this, which is a bundle,
You
and
get
bought
just
2
the
of these,
metres.
they would always be in metres.
Yes.
Yes, Sam's nodding at me. Thank you. So you're going to get this gorgeous one. This is Springtime Serenade. I'm loving this. Look, you can see the pattern on there. So it's almost in diamonds. You're getting the pattern in there. That's really lovely pinks and reds. You're also going to get floral flutter. I thought it said filter. Oh, look at these beautiful. Oh, it's got the birds on. Oh, look
How
at
gorgeous
that.
that is. That's beautiful.
Oh, look at the little ladybird. He's
Oh,
cute.
Imagine going in here doing a bit of embroidery.
Yeah.
Some of your mica paints as well with on top of your
Beautiful.
fabrics.
So that's floral flutter. Then you've got birdsong bouquet. I'm just going to slide that. Oh, I love that. Do you know, there's something about blues and whites, isn't there? It's very
gorgeous.
elegant.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
elegant. So birdsong bouquet. You haven't got to pick. You're getting all 4 of these for less than £22. And this one, I don't know what this one's called. I've not got a label on it. Is it written on here? Petal Paradise.
Ooh, gorgeous.
There you go. Petal. Loving these.
Look at all that colour on there.
Yeah.
Also with these, they are all, of course, colour fast, so you can put them in the washing machine, and you can use them inside, outside, for lots of different weights. and
Perfect.
different
So if you
purposes.
want 1 metre of all 4 of those, how you use them then is entirely up to you, whether you cut them up into fat quarters, whether you do your patchworks with them, whether you use them to make a larger project, a cushion, a bag, whatever you wanted to. £21.98, reduced from £43.96, I think.
Wow.
You're going to get all of those today. And remember, your discount will come off that as well. What should we go to next, Sam?
Do you want to go to the other
Fabric?
fabric?
Yep, perfect. Right, so are these are in, oh no, these are a bundle again. So these are half metre bundles. Oh, and I get that as well. Thank you. There you go. Is that the right? It is right, isn't it? Like that.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
going to get 4 of my half metre bundles. These are pretty, aren't they? This is the one. I can see this one on David's table
Yes,
working
I
now.
do rather love that
Gorgeous,
one. It's
isn't it?
absolutely beautiful, that pattern. Great for summer. Do you know what? If you wanted to use it as a tablecloth, you could.
Oh, it would. It look
There's
lovely,
nothing stopping you
wouldn't
just using it as a summer selection of tablecloths. Tablecloth you can get for £20 on its own. You're getting 4 complete design sets here that you could then, of course, stitch together with some complementary base fabric for a cloth. But then also that bag pattern that you get inside there is worth more than that bundle itself.
Is it? Right, so
Yeah.
you're going to get this bag pattern. So this is a pattern pack that makes 7 bags and pouches. They're on A3 printed sheets. They were designed by the lovely Michelle. I remember working with Michelle years ago. Really clever at bags. You're going to get all 7 of the designs, and they're in here. So they're on your 90 GSM cardstock. Ooh. So it's nice and thin. It feels very little in here. But look at this. I love this for Easter. The gorgeous bunnies and florals on there. You're going to get another bunny one here. It's almost like your tree of life almost. Look at that with the eggs and those gorgeous rabbits. Oh, you've got badgers, the birds, the Easter eggs. Loving those. And then the final one, this is elegant. Isn't that beautiful? That wants to go that way up, I think. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The buds, the flowers. I love that. I love that it's on a sort of cream base. This is Rosy Reverie. Isn't that lovely?
Absolutely gorgeous. I can remember seat pads. With it being a cotton poplin as well, it does mean you can use it for garments too, so it's a lighter weight than a cotton twill.
Perfect. So if you want all of those 4.5 metres plus the pattern pack, which as we said is already worth more than the price you're paying, it's £22.99 instead of £42.99. So you're saving £20 on there. Lots of you are joining us. We've got Chris, we've got Wendy, oh, we said Sue. We've also got Karen and Janice as well. So I hope you are enjoying this. Should we have a quick look? Should we have a look at the leather? Seeing as our Sam has been busy cutting this. Now, I've not seen some of these colours before.
No.
They are all limited stock. Okay, so you're going to get your royal blue. How much am I getting in each one?
You get a metre.
A metre. So 1 metre. I'm just going to...
Don't you open one up completely so we can see it?
I think we should. Ooh, if we go that way.
That side,
if we
there
go that
we
way.
go.
Look at this. 1 metre. You're going to do a lot. I can use my vinyl transfers on here, my heat transfers on here.
Heat transfers can go into here. You can use it, of course, for bags,
Yeah.
tote bags, placemats, all that sort of stuff. You could use it for cushion covers as well. It's a really heavy weight. It is, of course, a faux leather.
Yes.
Okay, so we're not talking about real leather. This here is an artificial leather, so of course a little bit more environmentally friendly, so to speak.
I'm loving that. So so you've got your royal blue, £9.99 instead of £17.99. Brilliant, brilliant value. So remember, these are limited stock. There isn't much of these left. The next one I've got on the counter is a chocolate brown. I'm loving this one. This is one that I've sort of used a little bit when I've been prepping bits and pieces. So it's the same price, £9.99 for the same 1 metre. It feels quite weighty because it's a faux leather. You've got a lot of weight there.
It is, isn't it?
I love the texture on it. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels really good quality. So if you want the brown, that's shop brown. If you want this red, I love this red. It's got such good colour tones to it. Really lovely. Shop poppy. It's the poppy red, and you can see why we called it poppy red. It really does look great. And then we've got this, what we call this one? Knotted brick.
Oh.
I'm thinking
Bark.
Sorry, knotted bark. Sorry. Why did I say brick? That was my eyesight.
Whatever you fancy. It could be a stone brick.
It could be, I'm thinking...
It looks
cappuccino?
Mocha, mushroom.
Mushroom, yeah. Lots of names for it. Whichever one works for you. In this lovely, it's a pale brown. So if I just put the
colour.
two, look, you can see the difference in the browns. So that's the chocolate, and this is the knotted bark. So you can see the difference, just so people can get a view of which they would prefer. Shop bark is the code for that. All of those, £9.99 for 1 metre. Right, we've got some threads. We've got...
Oh my goodness.
What's the matter?
The gun. I
the
love
gun.
this.
Should we do that? Right, we've got this gun. So you'll have probably... If you're like me and you grew up with a Saturday job in Chelsea Girl, that's where I worked.
Oh, was that what turned into River Island?
It turned into River Island, yeah. I was Chelsea Girl. I was in charge of the shoe department.
Oh, were you now?
Yeah.
Head of footwear.
Yeah. You could wear clothes from off the shop floor. You
Could
could have
you?
so many clothes per quarter. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember those days. And then I went to work for Hillard's. But you've never heard of that, isn't it? It's a supermarket.
Oh,
it's a very
no.
Yorkshire supermarket.
No, I haven't
Hillard's,
heard of
yeah.
that.
Got took over by Tesco.
Oh, I don't know of that
Bit of
one.
history. There we are. Right. So if you've done anything like that, you'll have seen one of these. So Shop Tool. It's your clothing fixer. I can't see what that says. Micro stitch tool. Thank you. So we used to use these to put your tags on, but this isn't what this one's for. These go in here. I'm going to work out which way around they go. That goes, I found it. It goes in like that. And this is going to allow you to
So it's great.
fix clothes.
Yes,
I mean,
garment
in the short
positioning.
term, I had a jumper on the other day, and oh my goodness me, did it gape. It really gaped. I picked up my friend's puppy, and she went, Corinne, and I looked down, I was like, oh, I'm very sorry. But I could have put one of these little tags in, couldn't I? And it would have just held it in place.
It does. It literally pops the
let
fabric
you-
together. So you can see you've got the black and the clear of these. Now, when I used to work in a store, we used to call it a Kimball gun.
Yeah.
And that's just what I knew it as. But they are fabulous. Now, what happens is you've got the needle and you do get additional needles in here should you ever lose one, okay? And you've got all of these different, of course, attachments that go inside here. Now, you'll load it in through the top, and then as you poke it through, you can see how it feeds them through, just like that, okay? So you get those two, it's like a little eye. But when you actually pop your layers of fabric together, it will attach them. So when you get your tags on, like your clothing price tags, and you can, of course, pop it off with this one, you can take it out. But all you need to do, there you go, is fold your fabric over. This is, so say for example, if you had a skirt where the leg cut a bit too high and you wanted to make it a bit lower, a lot of my shirts, the collars always flick up at the back, so you could use it in there. You could use it for, of course, if a t-shirt or a shirt was too big and you want to nip it together or tuck it, add an extra pleat. They're super discreet as well. So if you were to poke it through like this, through 2 layers of fabric, just, of course, wiggle it around a little bit and then feed it through like that. So you can see there it's being fed through. And then you have...
It didn't make a noise, it didn't even make a click.
That's because it didn't come out.
Oh,
there we go. There we are, look.
There we are.
So then it attaches your fabric together like that. These are brilliant, and it's only $17.99.
So if you had 2 seams, if you had 2 seams, like you had a seam there and a seam there, you could come in behind, couldn't you?
Yeah,
and you could
hide it.
You could put it here, and then when this comes over, it would completely hide it.
Absolutely,
so
you could do.
This is that's what I was thinking for you know, for your modesty.
Definitely. Maybe you've got a tablecloth that pleats really awkwardly. Tuck it in, kimble it together, stuff like that.
Do your hospital corners on your tablecloth?
Absolutely. Do all of that if you want to. Yeah, fold it under, tuck it in. But it's a great device, again, for garments where you just think, wait, that's not quite the right fitting. It's a bit loose fitting there. I'd rather it to be a little bit nipped up. This is the piece of equipment to use.
Shoptool is the code for that one. That is brilliant. Okay, right. What are you going to show us, David?
Right, I'm going to show you how to, in the most basic form and way ever, make quick cushions, all right? I remember when we had a show coming up, myself and Lauren did this, and I think we made about 20 cushions in half an hour.
No way.
Yeah, we did it super, super fast. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, of course, for the show for you, but this is the simplest way to create a cushion. Now, this is my go-to template. You can, of course, mark yours out if you want to. I've just put 2 pieces of A3 together, and this is a 40 centimetre square. Right. So this would be ideal for maybe something between a 35 to 38 centimetre cushion panel, which I do have with me here.
That was convenient, wasn't it?
Very convenient indeed. But again, if you maybe want to make if you've got a cushion fill-in that's 40 centimetres, make your cushion cover between 45 and 50 centimetres, because with the expansion, it will retract. So basic, super simple, just make yourself a few cushion templates, and you could do it out of A4 paper or just a roll of baking paper or anything like that. So what I've got here is that gorgeous spring summertime pattern, which I think is super, super zesty, and I love the style. I like that it's faux art, but it's really bright as well. If you want to go for it on its own, you absolutely can do, and literally a half a metre of it.
Floral Fiesta.
Floral Fiesta.
£6 for half a metre.
£6.
It's in the bundle with the bag templates, or you can buy it on its own. There you are. Shop half is the code if you want it as part of that bundle with the bag templates, or shop, was it floral? I think it was. Shop Fiesta. 2 words, and I picked the wrong one. Shop Fiesta for £6 gives you half a metre of that.
It does. Right, okay. Now that we know that we want to, our cushion's going to be square, but I'm going to need to cut this fabric down. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to fold the fabric over just a few times, just to mean that we do much less cutting, okay? Because we want to, of course, cut it down and we can use the rest of it for another project. So I'm just going to fold that in like that.
I'm quite impressed that you're doing all of this on quite a small table.
Quite a small table.
My mum's a sewer, and she has a huge table for cutting
big
fabric
cutting
on.
desk. Yeah, I mean, it's usually the best. It is the best way, but if you're restricted on space, you can still do it. So we want to, of course, allow space for a seam, and I usually leave anywhere between 5 to 10 mil for a seam. On this one, I'm going to push it to probably around about 8 mil, something like that. And all we're doing here is getting the width, so 40 centimetres plus, of course, centimetre roughly either side. And then we're going to trim this down, okay. Nice, good pair.
Scissors there.
I've had these scissors for about 7 years. And they're brilliant. I cannot remember where I got them from. but I've had them for a very long time, and I've cut everything with them. And
You don't use them on paper, do you?
yeah, I didn't buy them. Honestly, when I bought them, I don't remember if I bought them for fabric, but I would never use I've got fabric scissors that I do have at home, my special ones, but these here work for everything. They're fabulous. I opened ink bottles of the day with it. They're fabulous scissors. They sharpen when you work with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're really good. So then what we've got here is our perfect width. And then what we're going to do, of course, is conform this to the 40 centimetre panel. So we know that somewhere central, we're going to sit with our cushion face in, which is going to be this bit here. I'm going to do it with the fabric inside out for now, okay? So we're going to face it so the pattern is up towards us, all right, like this. So we've got that seam allowance either side. And then we're going to do an envelope cushion panel for this one, so really, really simple. Fold it inwards like this, okay? Edge to edge.
Nice and square.
Nice and square. With that template, it just makes it really easy. And then again, fold that over, okay? Just like that. Now, we are going to be creating a nice hem or seam, of course, across both edges. And I use something really inexpensive to do this to help. Now, for an envelope cushion like this, DIY Dr. Tape.
I can't believe, didn't I not say just before we show, I said, what are you doing with your DIY Dr. Tape?
I know, so I will still press it, and you can do this without DIY Doctor, but if you are a beginner making cushions, absolute game changer. Love this stuff because it sticks to fabric really, really well. So what I'm going to do with that is then fold this over, okay, like this, pull it a little bit tighter both edges so we get a nice fold. There we are, and smooth that down.
And what happens to that DIY Dr. Tape when you wash it?
Stays inside there.
Does
Literally, yeah, because I'm going to stitch it in place.
Oh, right.
So I will be running a top stitch over here. Do a quick press. That melts the DIY Doctor into the fabric, almost like a heat and bond. Okay, it's literally melted it into there. That's now pressed and binded together.
I'm just so impressed.
It works really well for this. And then what we want to do, of course, is then trim this one so it's slightly longer. So we're going to have this probably around about there, I'm going to say, just at least so they're like overlapping one another. Could have it a bit shorter than that.
But you've also got your seam allowance as well. So.
Absolutely. There we are. So just press that so we can see where to cut. And there we go. We've got our cut line. So we're going to trim this one here now down. I've worked, of course, with this being the leftover edge because it's got the salvage edge on it. There we go. Trim down here. There we go. Perfect. Save all of these because they're no longer scraps. They're going to be stuff for other things like decorating boxes with our glues, okay, which we might be able to have time to do. And then what I'm going to do again, line that up, fold it, and then we're going to use our DIY. So this entire cushion panel consists of only one stitch done 4 times. So it's a really quick and easy cushion to do.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
It's honestly it's my favourite way to make them, and I used to make loads of them for shows when I did lots more fabric work, where it was painting the fabrics or screen printing. But yeah, you can't go wrong with this sort of method, and it's never failed me yet. So don't see why not. Give it a go.
Love to know what fabric projects you all love making. I know we've asked it in the comments, but you know. What do you make out of fabric?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to say, have you done much fabric work, Karen?
I've done a bit. I had this skirt pattern years ago, and it was really great. And you could do it out of a single piece, and it just had like a drop waist, and then it was gathered, and it was so easy to make. And I had it in so many different fabrics. And it just looked lovely, but being tall, I could have it as long as I wanted.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. When you tailor your own garments, that's where, I mean, garments wasn't, I did textiles at college for a year, and when we went on to garments, I found it really boring. I really liked making things for my home.
Right.
I mean, it's great to be able to say, oh, I made what I'm wearing now, but I love to be able to make cushion covers, blinds, curtains. I'm much more of an interiors person.
I've done a Roman blind for our spare bedroom, and I made all the cot bedding for my daughter, my eldest daughter. That you don't do it for your second children because you're too busy with your first children. So you know, when I was pregnant with,
that's it, all your interiors.
I did put frilled on all the quilt covers. I did the cot bumper. I did it all. I did some leggings as well. But my mum made all the big curtains for my house. But my grandma was a seamstress. She made all the wedding dresses for everybody.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah. I've got hand embroidered tablecloths that she made. She was phenomenal.
See, that's incredible. Being able to make all of your garments, and I've made t-shirts and tops and
Yeah.
shirts and things before, and there was a few I did enjoy. Boring is probably the wrong word, but it's not where I was,
Yeah.
my passion was.
The thing that I remember most is when I was little, my parents had no money. I mean, no money. And so my mum made all my dresses.
Yeah.
And I can remember, she did the same one quite a lot, but they were all hand smocked across the front. And my tiny tears had matching dresses out of all the scraps.
Really?
All my tiny tears used to always have the dresses the same as me.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I remember my mum used to do a lot of sewing. She doesn't anymore, but she used to. And my grandma did as well. And I think that's where I sort of picked it up.
Yeah.
I used to love watching them, and I'd want to do hand stitching with
Yeah.
them. And then I've now got my grandma's old Singer wooden machine.
wow.
Don't use it, but I look at it,
Yeah.
basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the template out of there at the moment, because I can refold that afterwards. And now what we're going to do is go and do a ceiling stitch over the top of these two ends that we've created, so our hems essentially. Now I'm going to bring my stitch down, and I'm just going to bring over a small amount and go back on myself.
We do have a magnetic seam guide available on the show. They are shop seam, $16.99, sorry, my glasses are filthy. Magnetic seam guide, if you want that. That just pops onto the foot of your sewing machine, and it'll help you if you struggle. David clearly can sew very straight. That isn't a forte of mine, but he can sew very straight, so he hasn't popped it on for now.
No, but you absolutely can use a seam guide. The seam guide is brilliant. I would definitely recommend it if you are starting out on your sewing journey, and it's adaptable to, of course, your machine. But yeah, definitely would recommend for one. I'm not using it with this because I've already accounted for mine within this template that I've put together, which is the 40 centimetre panel.
Yeah.
So really, really simple and easy. So I'm going to drop that back down into here. Just going to drop the foot just to see where it's going to land for us. There we are. And bring that through here. This table's a bit bouncy.
It used to fascinate me when we did Create and Craft, and I used to watch the sewing stood up.
Oh, I mean, sewing stood up is possible. I prefer to sit down.
Yeah,
I'm not using a foot with this
I would
one.
never think of standing up.
No, I'm not using a pedal. I'm literally just using the buttons on this machine that I'm working with
Oh,
at the
yeah, you've
moment.
not got a pedal down there?
No, it's just all hand operated.
Oh, wow.
So
I
you
didn't
can
know.
see we've done a nice seam, and what that's going to do is it just gives us a lovely, then really nice pressed edge all the way down there. So then all I'm going to do is then line this back up, and we want to make sure we're working inside out, okay?
Yeah.
I've done it before where I've stitched and thought, oh my goodness, I've now got to turn it inside out and all the beautiful artwork's on the inside. So don't want
Easily
to do.
done.
Easily done, but especially if you're maybe in batch making, you're doing a few, but eventually when you get into the rhythm of things. So we're going to fold this back on itself again, and then find that point. So maybe put that one a little bit shorter, so then that makes that one a little bit longer. There we go, like this. Bring those two to the middle, like that, and then all I'm going to do is gently just run down with my heat press on both edges, like that.
A regular iron would do this too, I take it.
Absolutely. I'm only just making small seams, but I do love using this for it because it is so small and compact.
Do you know what I think? That is the key to good sewing, is keeping your fabric well pressed and
Yes.
tidy, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now take that out, and then you can use it if you want to do this. And I'm going to do it just to show you as a really easy guide, just so you're then remembering where those seams are. So then you could take it and just do.
Is that a regular pencil or is that a sewing pencil?
I'm just using a regular pencil.
I
Honestly,
love
we're
how
going
you
back to
sew.
basics.
I love how you sew.
Honestly, I just like to work with what I've got. And this is just a regular pencil. We're never going to see the markings on it at all. We did have fabric erasable pencils. I don't know if they're still in stock, but honestly, quick and easy way.
Yeah.
This is super, super basic, but it means that everybody for £6 today can make a cushion.
Yeah. We're
crazy.
showing you all the different leathers, faux leathers that we have there. You can see Shop Poppy for the gorgeous red one. What other colours did we have? They're just changing over.
Let's have a look. Pop this in.
So you've got Shop Royal for that gorgeous blue. It's such a, you can see why royal blue it really is, isn't it? It's that gorgeous royal blue.
There we are.
And then there was the two browns.
Some
Brown.
gorgeous colours in there.
There are Shop Bark for the knotted bark. not knotted brick as I thought it was. I have no idea what a knotted brick is. And shop brown
painful.
for the brown. And they're all textured faux leather.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to work in and do those 2 stitches. So we've done 2 for our hems, our others to finish the cushion envelope. And then now we are going to be working directly onto just the 2 stitches that this requires. Now I've done it so that my pin heads are facing myself. So I just draw those out as we're doing it. It's a really easy way to do it. If not, you just have to feed them out the opposite way. Just make a great deal of difference. Turning the speed on the machine the whole way down. Okay, just to get us started.
Slow, are we?
Just to get us started, yeah, because we've got here in areas 3 or 4 gathers of fabric.
Yeah.
It's a light cotton weight poplin, but I just want to be sure that as I'm feeding it through, I'm not sort of getting ahead of myself. And it's just an easier way to do it. And also you can be calm and collected and know your project's going to turn out perfect. So I'm going to bring this down and I'm just going to go back a few times. There we are, and bring that through. I'm just double checking. I think my machine there, it's slightly unthreaded. So all I'm going to do is bring the foot up, just have a little look. And it may be just my tension on that thread was a little bit slack. So all I'm going to do is take that stitch and then just use the blade of this bottom scissors, there we go, just to take that open and take it back out. Never, see there we go. Bit of bubbled up thread there. Take it out before it goes anywhere near your machine again. Okay, so keep that tension
shop
up.
bundle on the screen. If you want that, you're going to get the Spring Serenade, the Floral Flutter, the Birdsong Bouquet, and also, let me just find the name of the final one. It is the Petal Paradise. So that is shop bundle, and you're going to get 4 1 metre lengths of that by the metre poplin. So make sure you pop that one in your basket. Shop bundle is the code for that one.
Here we go. So now we're going through those multiple layers. We're just going to feed it through 1 stitch all the way down both sides. Here we are, feeding that through. And then just as I get to the bottom, I'm going to reverse it back. There we are, just a couple to keep that in place. Sorted. There we are, and bring that back up and trim the excess. Now we've got that stitch. Just going to double check that one for us. Yep, perfect. There we are. And then all I'm going to do is finish this edge, and all I'm going to do it with is by tying a knot just on those loose ends there. There we go. Feed that down to the fabric and trim just there. Wonderful. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this through and do our last seam, and this is how quick it is to make a cushion cover. It's about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going a bit slower for the purposes of the demo, just so that you can see all of the steps included. There we go. I'm going to bring this back down. There we are, and get it going. And here we go, feed that through. Quick pause while we take our pins out and continue.
I think that can be something that, as a beginner, you do too often, is you try to go too fast, don't you?
All the time. I can remember when I first started sewing, we all had to do a driving test with our sewing machine, and there was loads of really intricate patterns printed out onto these panels, and you had to follow it with your needle, making sure you were going around. Some of them were single lines, some of them within the lines, and everyone wanted to get there before everybody else. So it was kind of like, oh, look how fast I've gone. But those of us that were actually at the end of it had just followed the lines and gone a bit slower, and it just meant that you could actually handle your machine, and your machine, you connected with it a little bit better. So I definitely would suggest learning your machine before you start to amp up the speed. There we go. Stunning. Okay, so let's take that out of here. And now all that we need to do is we're going to move the machine out of view. There we go. Bring it back towards you. I'm just going to go to the corners of the cushion panel, and I'm just going to snip those off at an angle so we've got less gather in our corners. Okay. There we are. Doesn't take much because, of course, it's a thin, lightweight, but on a smaller or lightweight fabric, you will slightly see a little ruffle up inside there. So just trim those back. And then all we need to do is turn her inside out. Okay. Let's open this up. All of that seam, everything is now on the inside of there. Okay. Like this. Pop that corner. You can use scissors if you want to.
I love this that you've only got the side seams. You haven't got the end seams.
There's
no
nothing.
seam because you've done it out of a single piece of fabric, haven't you?
Absolutely. So you can fold this back over. Now, if you really want to, you can go back in and press those seams, but on a cushion cover, it's really not that important. But you can see how nice and neat that is now. It's wonderful. You could, if you want to put some hook and loop inside there, a button, anything like that at all, or you can bring in this if you wanted to keep that in there, so we can have a go at doing that. So then let's get our cushion panel, which sits then just inside here perfectly, so it's the same size, and start to feed this in. Okay, if it's slightly too big, I've got a slightly smaller one with me. There we go.
Make it nice. I like a full cushion.
I know I do. You don't want a limp one that's just slump. No, we want a nice full one.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yep.
Get this, and then give it a bit of shape in. Yeah, look at this. Massage it around into shape where it needs to be. And then you've got yourself a wonderful summer cushion for your bistro set, your outdoor seating area.
And your garden chairs, wouldn't it?
Massage that into shape. Needs plumping, that cushion filling does. There we go. Look at that. How wonderful is that? So we've made it a cushion, and you, with that £6 panel, you're going to get like 2 out of that. How good is that?
Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? So you can either buy the fabric as half metre length, was it? It was £6.99, I think it was. Or you can buy it as part of the bundle. So shop half is going to get you the 4 half-metre lengths. So, like you say, you could get 8 cushions out of that. And the bags and bags and more pattern pack, all designed by lovely Michelle. Or you can buy them individually, £6, even better than I thought. Shop Fiesta is going to get you it on its own. So
don't think it wants to go in there.
Oh, there.
Maybe a bit too maybe I'm pushing it a little. Oh, no, it's done it.
Done it.
Look at that. He did it.
That's clever.
That's cool. So now it stayed in there.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's turned out really well.
It has. It looks lovely. But you could chop that as well. Chop. There you go.
Oh, it's a fibre filled, not a duck feather. Are you a chopper or a plumper?
Mine at home need plumping, they don't chop.
I like to plump them. Luke likes to chop them, so you can always tell who's gone to bed first of an evening, because they'll come down and they're all looking like fortune cookies, or, of course, plumped. I think there's certain cushions that require it.
Yeah. In our house, if I've gone to bed, if I've tidied up the sofa, they're all in the right place. If Colin's done them, the cushions are all over because he won't sit with it. He just flings them. He flings them as far as he can.
Now, there's some as well that I did a couple of, it wasn't last Easter, there was the Easter before for my nephews. And if you were to take your Lemon Lane leathers, I've put, I think, mine down here, okay, and you cut it into just corners, well, a square then a corner. I took this one as an example. I think this one here I've actually folded over and made it look a bit neater. Let's have a look, there we are. Whilst you've got it folded in half before we stitched all this together, if you were to insert this within that inside out, that will stitch here and then you can put a storybook inside it.
I can say a book cushion.
It's a book cushion then, so you can do it that way.
So you'd need to sew, you'd need to do stitches along the
I might be able to do the other one because I've already got it all cut, so we might have time. I did use this colour because it's the one I had to hand at the time before the show, so it's not necessarily one that goes with this fabric, but I don't disagree with it. But yeah, then you can actually make a little book insert there for a children's storybook. And then, of course, for bedtime reading, they've got the cushion and the story. I'll get that ready.
What you could do on there is you could add your hashtags in your vinyl, couldn't you?
Oh, you could. Have we got some of these on the show?
Hashtag, what do you call them? Fabric transfer sheets. So you're going to get all of these. So you're going to get the hashtag words. So you chop them into strips so you can use however much you want. Make sure you chop off the bit at the top and at the bottom as well. Please don't leave that on when you do it. Otherwise you will have the code and the name hashtag Rise on your project. These will go onto regular vinyls. You can put these onto t-shirts, onto bags, but they look amazing on cushions. So you're going to get all 6 sheets. So you've got hashtag Rise, Warrior, Triumph and Limitless is the first one. Then your next one, again they're all hashtags, is Dare, Courage, Power and Strength. Your third one is hashtag Loyal, Ambitious, Passion and Grow. How life affirming are these sentiments? They're lovely. Your fourth one, hashtag Free, Vibrant, Radiant and Flourish. Your fourth one, these ones look good if I was doing a children's book one. Hashtag bold, fearless, strong and fierce. There we go. And the final one is hashtag vibe, thrive, energy and dynamic. So you're going to get all of those. If you want them, $17.99. So you're getting 4 on each. So 4 on each, 6 sheets, that's 24. And they're $17.99 before your discount. So that is a brilliant, brilliant price if you want those. It's volume 2 of the hashtag transfers. As we said, they're going to work on everything. That's a really good project today, because you know what today is?
It's World Book Day.
It is World Book Day.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's our costumes, Corinne?
I don't know. My grandson have gone as Harry Potter in his Quidditch outfit.
Classic, love that.
And his brother is Spy Cat.
Oh, I'm not familiar with Spy
No,
Cat.
nor am I. But he's got very, very orange t-shirt, leggings, little ears, a mask. No, he's not. He's got glasses and whiskers.
Oh,
He's clutching his Spy Cat book. I think he's got the book so that nobody asks him what he is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For reference.
Yeah.
This is me.
Arlo's clutching his Harry Potter book and Jackson's clutching his Spy Cat book. I got a picture first thing this morning.
I can remember I really wanted to go as Tracy Beaker when I was in school.
Did you have the curls?
No, my friend ended up being Tracy Beaker and I was Harry Potter. But I wanted to be Tracy Beaker.
Yeah.
So, good old
Okay.
Jacqueline Wilson.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've met
Right.
Jacqueline Wilson.
Have you? Oh.
She did a signing.
Oh, did she?
And
Oh,
Hannah was very into Jacqueline Wilson, so we had to go and
Oh,
stand and
love that.
go for a signing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, basically she said hello, signed Hannah's book, and then we walked away.
Well,
but,
you got to know her very well.
Yeah. She's lovely.
Yeah,
lovely.
oh yeah, she is an incredible author.
Yeah.
But yeah, World Book Day. Yeah, let us know if you've partaked in maybe making a child's costume.
Or
for
are
our
you
children.
dressed up? Are you a
Yeah,
teacher
right
or
now.
a TA or something in a school and you're dressed up? Hannah's Jessamine School doesn't seem to be taking part.
Oh,
She
really?
might, she might struggle. She's got 4 weeks till the baby's due,
Ah,
so her costume might have been a bit restricted.
yes. Quite literally.
She said to me this morning, "Mum, my bumper's just getting so big."
Really?
She said, "You've got 4 weeks to go, love. He's
Oh,
growing.
bless
He's
her.
growing."
Oh.
There we go. Right.
Right. Okay.
So
So,
you're going to put a lovely book.
yeah, so we could put a book inside here. Now, to do that, you could do it where all your panels are already pre-cut separately. So I'm actually going to put a seam in where one is not required to do this because I'm going to be stitching across the base to actually put this in. So we're going to see how this goes, a little bit of experimental stitch work, if you like.
So you can see on the screen is Shop Spring. It's the by the meter, the Spring Serenade. If you want, so that's a meter. If you ordered 2 meters of that, our lovely Sam would make sure you get it in one piece. So there you go. Shop Floral, the $10.99 is the floral flutter, which is the one. No, it's not the one you're working on. Oh, that's that one with the
I think I'm on the
lovely
Fiesta.
lime green background with the butterflies and the ladybirds and the gorgeous birds. Shop Fiesta is the one that our David's working on. Now, that is a half metre. If they ordered 2, would they get a metre, Sam, in one piece? Yep, there you go. So, yeah, the same logic applies. If you want a metre of Fiesta florals, a floral Fiesta, sorry, put 2 in your bag. And when you check out, Sam will make sure you get it as a metre piece. There you go.
I'm loving this. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I'm making sure that triangle is definitely tucked right into the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to miss any of that leather. And also make sure you've placed it the right way up so it's nice side facing up, okay?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to pin it in place, close to the edges. And then I'm going to round this side, just put 1 in here, and then I'll also do a little faux stitch seam towards the top just to make it all look right.
Oh, this bunny one that's on the screen now is gorgeous. Shop a bunny. It's for your half metre. It's that white, off-white background with the lovely bunny rabbits and the pink flowers. So cute.
Super cute. Now, what we're going to do is bring our machine in, okay, and then I'm going to do a stitch going right down this side first. Okay, so we need to sort of grip that in. I've not marked out my seam for this one. I'm going to use the width of the foot to indicate that one there. There we go. And we're just going to go down a few reverse stitch and then bring it towards us. Now, as I approach that leather, I'm just going to turn the speed down because I've got 2 layers of leather to go over because it's folded back on itself,
yeah.
remember?
And the fabric.
And the fabric itself.
And at some point that fabric's going to be folded back on itself as well, isn't it?
It is. So we're now currently going over the leather. There we go.
I can hear it speeding up.
There we are. I'm going to take the... just going to double check that we're all good. Always like to double check. Yes. Probably could bring that seam in a bit closer, but that's okay. And now I'm just going to sort of swerve that in a little bit further over. There we are. Perfect. So making sure all of those layers are essentially like sandwiched together, okay? And then take this one here.
I love this Magic Meadow that's on the screen at the moment. That's that gorgeous blue with the bunnies on. Oh, get Magic Meadow with the blue leather.
Oh, that would look nice
Wouldn't
together.
that look fantastic?
That would
The
look
Magic
stunning.
Meadow, which is Shop Meadow, with this blue faux leather, and you can put pockets on your bags, or you could do it the other way around. You could maybe make a bag out of this and put some pockets. That would be the best lining for a bag made out of this blue, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would. That would look really
What
nice.
cool. See, there's a sewer in me somewhere.
There is, absolutely.
It's very deep. It's buried really, really deep, but it's in there somewhere.
There we go, see? And then what we're going to do here is then bring that down. Stitch these layers together. I've only got a few there to go through so we can bring the speed up. Oh, see, it bounces on the table because the table's hollow. It's like going to spring back, like I've got the tumble dryer on overtime. So what we're going to do is turn that down.
Now, if you were really interested in that bag pattern pack, it's $18.99, and that's going to get you the 7 bags and pouches pattern pack. So that's $18.99. It's shop bag. Could you put this a bundle on next, Sam, please? That's included in. So shop bag is that one, and then right. How much was that? The $16.99. $18.99 was the pattern, $22.99 with 4 half-metre bundles of fabric.
Wow, that's a very good
I know which bundle
deal.
you should be buying, just saying.
Yeah,
You've got it as a
absolutely.
pattern pack on its own if you've got lots of fabric, but for £4 more, i.e. £1 per half-metre of fabric, you're going to get all those fantastic fabrics, including that floral fiesta that David is using now. I know where my money would be. Even if you think, oh, I don't know what I'm going to make with that fabric today for £4. Somebody coming through the wall?
Don't know, I think so.
I think that was Mel getting excited on the other side of the wall.
That or she's just fallen and headbutted the wall. Hopefully she's okay. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is have a look and see what we've got. Hopefully I've done this right.
I'm sure you have. You're not supposed to check it first. We've put the code for shop tool on the screen. What is she doing the other side?
I have no idea. Right, okay, so pop out your corners. There we are. Like this. I'm not trimming them off, but we'll be okay because we're almost.
Well, you've almost gone to nothing, haven't you, with putting that extra seam in?
Yeah. Here we are, that corner.
Do you think your cushion cover your cushion filler will still fit?
Yeah, hopefully will do. And then, oh yeah, that corner as well.
I was about to say, what's happened there to your cushion?
There we go. Look at that. Look at the leather bonded with that fabric. Doesn't that look really nice? How all those seams have come together.
Perfect.
That is wonderful.
It sews gorgeous, doesn't it?
It's stitched. Yeah, it does. It stitches beautifully. I'm actually going to just find that corner inside there. Let's have a look at you.
You're going to give it a little trim.
I am. Oh, there's not really that much to take off, to be honest. So I'm not going to go too close to the seam, but just so it sits a little bit more flat, or should I say it sits flatter.
Oh, I've used my scissors before to poke out corners. Yeah. They're the best thing, aren't they?
Absolutely. You can use a bone folder, but scissors, you can't go wrong really, can you? Unless you poke it through them. But you just want to learn the weight of your fabric. There we go. And then we have got, look how cool this is. And then we have got the book slip literally on the front, so the book can go in there.
I love that.
I think that's a really cute idea. Isn't it wonderful? Should we see if it fits our panel?
I think we should.
Yeah.
You're going to have to separate your
Oh, I am. Absolutely.
Okay,
there we go.
There you go. we haven't really touched on this. Shop spool for £22.99. We've got our wooden spool rack, and included on there are 14 spools of cotton. How many have we got on here? We've got, oh yes, we have got 14 on here. You've got your yellows, browns, your different creams, reds, a couple of different pinks, purples, light blue, tealy green, blue, and then all your different blues as well. So it's going to hold a lot more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to hold 60 spools of thread because you can put them close up. What a fantastic way to store your threads so you can actually see what you've got, because there's nothing worse than thinking, oh, I know I've got a blue, but I can't find the right blue. But now you can. If you want to display those, it's a really good storage way. Because it's at a diagonal angle like that, the footprint is really small. Looks like you even get a few spare spool posts as well, so I love that. Shop spool for £22.99. I mean, you probably pay that just for your threads. So that is a really good item if you want that. Okay, right, David, what have you got to show us? Because you've only got a couple of minutes left. I'm sorry, our iPad's completely switched off.
So your book, of course, I've just popped a photo frame in there. Just got our lovely Stephanie in it. But you can see you've then got a book slip on the front.
How
good
is that? I love that.
Or you could do it for someone that loves sewing. You could stuff it with all of the tools, all of the trimmings. You could put some yarn inside there.
Because you could go up to half the width of the cushion, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, you could do the whole. You could do the whole thing, and you could put buttons. You could put a trim down it if you wanted to. Heat transfers onto the leather or onto the fabric.
And
but it just
you could
adds
put those,
that.
you could put those hashtag transfers onto there to give some motivational speeches. How brilliant is that? I'm loving that.
Made
That's
from
really
the same
good.
panel of fabric and from a very small cut of faux leather.
Yeah.
Really cost-effective projects. I hope that's really shared with you the simplest way that you could assemble and put together a cushion in minutes, or 2 cushions in minutes within your home, for a ridiculous price.
It is. It really, really is. We've got all the fabrics on the show. They are by the metre or by the half metre. You get what you want. But if you buy 2 or 3 of the same one, our lovely Sam will make sure that you get them as complete pieces. So you can see on their shop, half is going to get you the 4 half metres plus the patterns. It's for 7 bags and pouches. You can see they're all on here, all exclusive to us here at Lemon Lane, which is our in-house brand of fabric. It is a gorgeous quality cotton poplin, really beautiful. I'm loving this one. This is so pretty. What a gorgeous one this one is. This is Rosy Reverie. Isn't it beautiful? The colours on there are just
It almost reminds me a
gorgeous.
little bit Willie Morrissey, that one. It's
It does,
very
doesn't
vintage
it?
looking at
Yeah,
the same time.
it does have vintage feel. Now you can buy these fabrics by the half metre or the metre if you wanted to, but obviously the best value is going to be in the bundle. Then we've got another bundle here for £21.99 shop bundle, and you're going to get the Spring Serenade, the Floral Flutter, which I think is beautiful, the Birthday Bouquet, and I keep forgetting because it's Petal, I can't remember, Paradise. There you go, Petal Paradise. You're going to get all of those. So you're going to get a full metre of each of those. Today, shop bundle. Right, it's time to go. It's myself and Mel back tonight, I think.
Transfers.
Heat vinyl transfers, I think. Or just transfers, I can't remember.
I think
Some
the
sort
heat
of
transfers. I know they're brand new.
Are they?
Yes.
Ooh, brand new transfers tonight at 6 o'clock with myself and Mel. I hope you can join us. It's going to be really, really exciting. And we're going to go and have some lunch. You've eaten your lunch. You can't have any more.
I've had mine.
No, I'm going to go and have mine, just some soup. I hope you've had a lovely day watching us and sharing with us. I'm sorry I haven't been able to interact, but unfortunately the iPad switched itself off.